Good morning, y'all. Welcome to Sipping It Slow. If you're new here, thank you for coming through here. Burn, burn, burn. All right, that was weak. But anyway, some of y'all gonna be mad at me today. And I know y'all gonna talk about my glasses, my hair, all type of stuff, because some of this applies to some of y'all, okay? But I'm just speaking the truth, Hey, they say a hit dog gonna holler. But, it's the truth. I'm just speaking facts, all right? So I'm talking about the lesbian ladies. I don't have nothing against nobody that's a lesbian. Do what you do. That's it. But I'm just telling y'all, no man wants to marry a lesbian wife or somebody who is messing with women. If you want to choose a man and you want to have a man, you're going to have to do some different stuff. If you want a man to really love you. I'm going to be real and honest. I've been raised by men, so I understand them. Take this advice or don't. All right. Y'all know I got my notes. Okay. No man, I mean no man, is going to fall in love with a woman who is actively living out a lesbian love affair or who has recently hit the pause button on it. Unless they're trying to sleep with you, because they usually get with you because they think they're going to sleep with the women, and they're going to throw women at you so you can keep wanting them, so they can keep having them with you. All right, they ain't gonna want you by yourself ever. Okay, if you take women from them, if you do get with them, they're gonna stop liking you. All right, so that's just the facts that I know of. You see, what a man really needs is security, a sense of trust, and someone who's mentally and emotionally aligned with him. And when a woman is juggling all that emotional energy from a past or present gay relationship, it becomes hard for a man to trust her, okay? The man mental toll of wondering if his woman is out here sleeping with another girl or if she's flirting with every woman she meets. Because women, we smile when we talk to people, most of us, okay? Unless you got a poker face. But a lot of times we smile. And even if you don't smile at people, if you like somebody, you most likely gonna smile. So if you don't like smiling, if you accidentally smile or you just smile because you feel like smiling one time, it's gonna even be worse, because he gonna be like, damn, you don't even smile like that. So you must like her. So he might not say nothing, because a lot of men hold stuff in and be like, okay, I'm just not going to fall in love with this girl because I don't trust this woman. Okay? It's similar to how men feel about relationships with other men. And because you like women, they are now included. Okay? So if they don't like you to like or be friendly with men that you could possibly be attracted to, if you like women, now the women is in that category now. A man quality category. If your man were out here choosing to be around other men more than you, spending his free time with them, deep down you wouldn't like it, even if they weren't gay. So imagine if they had been gay, you wouldn't feel secure. You'd wonder what's going on, and your trust would begin to shake. You start asking questions like, is he really committed to me? Or is he just giving that emotional energy to someone else? Is he messing with that dude? Because he loved to be around Ralph. All right? That's how men feel when a woman is constantly in a relationship with other women. Or if there's a history that makes them question where her heart really lies. Is she confused? Does she know what she wants? You might say you don't mind that and you're okay with him having male friends, or you're fine with the idea of your partner being open about their past as far as with men. But most women, if we know that man been fruity booty, we ain't gonna mess with him unless you just think that you can change him back. And a lot of women like to feel like they can change a man. All right, and some of them can. All right, so but let me tell you something, okay? If you're saying you don't mind, you're either setting yourself up to be the other woman, or you're choosing to live in a cycle where a man will never truly choose you only, okay? Or choose you first. And just because you're fine with it, don't make him fine with it. Because you could be fine with it all day. But he ain't gonna be fine with it. And if he is, like I said, it's for his self-pleasure. Because he got to come out of it in a good way. A lot of men don't like liabilities, so they be the liability. All right? Because any real man who's looking for a woman to be his wife isn't going to settle for someone whose past relationships with women are constantly hanging over his head. Think about this, all right? If you want a man who will marry you, someone who's serious about you, you need to respect his need for emotional stability. Men aren't looking for women who have a track record of being in a relationship with other women. And if you're out here flaunting that part of your life, expecting him to ignore it, well, you might find yourself in a position where you're never the first choice. So he will mess with you on the side, and if you can give him a lot of women, you probably can be his first choice, because that's all his objective is going to be, dating a woman that like women most of the time. He ain't going to really talk about marrying you unless you give him everything he wants, okay? And like I said, his thing ain't going to get hard unless he got you and another woman. He ain't going to never want you by yourself. And that's a hard pill to swallow, that you had to hoax him, or you had to be like this. And a lot of y'all going to say, well, I like women more anyway. Okay. Let's see how that work out. Because if you like women more anyway, you need to just stay with women. Okay? And ain't no, women jealous. Ain't no woman gonna let you keep messing with no man if they with you. So if you could be in a lesbian love affair with a woman and then y'all can mess with other men, but it ain't gonna work. I'm telling you. So you can believe it or not. There's something called reading the room, and it's a skill everyone should have. If you got a past with women that you're still involved with or can't seem to shake off, don't expect the room to accept you easily when you try to move forward with a man who's looking for something real. The truth is, a lot of men, especially the ones looking for marriage, just don't and won't tolerate it. They'll leave you to figure things out, or worse, they'll walk right past you to someone who doesn't come with all those emotional layers. You don't even know what you want. You either want a man or woman. If you want both, you ain't nothing could exist in the same area. The opposite cannot exist in the same area. It just can't. Y'all never, who y'all know that is in a relationship with a man and a woman? This just not gonna happen, honey. So I'm just telling you, ain't nobody successful. If I'll wait, and if you do got one, or people can do one or two people maybe, if that. I don't know nobody who's in these kind of relationships and happy. Okay, they might be in a relationship, but they're not happy for real. They don't even, you could tell they emotionally ain't there. They don't hug, they don't kiss. You don't see them around in front of people hugged up or nothing. They act like they don't even like each other, most of these people. But they do it just to hope. The man just there just to hope that she one day want to do another threesome. But really don't care for the woman like that. And he can't even keep his erection up with her by herself. I hope ain't no kids on here. Okay. So you could try to make excuses all day, but the fact is, no matter how much you try to justify it, no man is going to feel at ease if he knows you've been wrapped up in a lesbian relationship. Why put himself in a predicament if he can talk to a woman that likes men only? It just don't make sense for him to even boggle his mind with him worried about a woman messing with another woman when he could just mess with a woman that don't even care about woman, and just care about men only. It's not about being judgmental. It's about basically human emotions. Men don't want to wonder if their woman is sleeping with every woman she meets. They want to know that when they're with her, they're enough. Okay? They're symbolical. Okay? Symbolical. Okay? If you're serious about dating men or getting a man to settle down with you, it's important to be clear about your desires and lifestyles. If you're still in the midst of your gay experience, keep that private until you're ready to commit to a man. A man isn't going to marry someone who's still bouncing back and forth between romantic interests. And it's just the reality of how relationships work. Ain't no man gonna want nobody, ain't gonna never want to marry nobody he ain't sure about. Men don't want to marry you now when they are sure. So you know how hard it is for them to marry you if they not sure about you. But no, sometimes men, they do be liking hard like stuff. Some men, them soft men, they like to deal with a lot of pressure, especially if they not solid. If you got a weak man, he might. Cause some of them just like to be with the battered, the women that's just toxic. Okay, at the end, but you're gonna have a toxic relationship the whole time. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. You can either continue being open about everything and risk never having a man commit to you, or you can find a balance. And when you meet people, you don't have to tell them your business. What happened before you ain't none of their business. You don't have to tell them if you know that you like men. If y'all get serious, then you might have to tell them. But that means you're going to risk being with them. Because I believe in telling the truth to an extent. If you don't ask me, I won't say it. Okay? That's how I be. If you're actively looking for love from a man who's ready for marriage, you need to respect his need for stability. And understand that men don't typically choose women who have a complicated past of gay relationships. So read the room, because if you don't, it's going to read you first. If you're out here trying to get a man to marry you, it's important to think about the kind of energy you bring into the table. No man is going to pick a woman who's actively involved in relationship with other women and expect him to treat her like a queen. You got to be real with yourself, recognize what men want, and start making moves that align with that reality, or you'll just keep getting the same results. You see why it ain't working. Every time you try to get with a man, it ain't working. And he see your page, how freaky you act with other women and all that, and you can't bag them. Like, you can get them, but you can't keep them. That's why. Also, if he is messing around with you and you are lesbian, most likely his thoughts are to expose you to as many ladies as possible to get himself some action. If he's okay with it, he is okay with not committing to you as well, because you're going to be giving yourself to somebody else. You got to have some kind of detachment from a person if you can stand them to sleep with somebody else. You can't fully love them. That's why a lot of people that be in these little sexual relationships, when somebody gets sick or they can't be sexual no more, they leave them, or they get sick or anything, they don't be around to help them out. That's not gonna be the person that's gonna stay around if you get sick or you have an accident. They gonna wipe and clean you up when you can't do it yourself. It's not, because they don't have that love for you like you thought. They really waiting for you to croak so they can get your money. And if you're a younger couple, they just gonna keep trying to feed you and keep trying to feed you as much as possible. But yep, I just gonna let y'all know, man. This is just my own opinion. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I hope you listen to me. And either man or woman, that's what you're gonna have to pick. All right. Have a good one.